Guess who's back? What's up, guys? It's me, S95 here, back again with another video, and today we are here with some more Beyblade X content. So, the last time I did stuff for Beyblade X was probably maybe a month back, which is when we finally ended up getting the anime release for the series. Since then, I'm gonna talk a little bit about why I haven't been uploading as much as I usually would. Number one is I got a job, so I've been doing that for most of the time. So I've just been trying to balance that out. College has also been slightly busier on my part as well, so I've been focusing my time on that. So yeah, pretty much schooling and job stuff, and unfortunately I ended up getting really sick, so that also took a hit for my videos. But as for everything else, I had no idea if I wanted to do the Nightlands video. I had no idea if I wanted to do the Shark Edge video because I didn't really have a whole lot to say. For Cobalt Drake, I knew that a lot of people were going, I promised a lot of people that I was going to do Cobalt Drake. But in my way, it's just like, I don't know if I really want to do Cobalt Drake or not. So I'm gonna leave it at that. So pretty much, I've kind of just been thinking about what I wanted to do next. And especially the fact is that what just crossed my mind was I did promise I would do the Burst remakes. Now, I know I said that I was done with Burst, but I'm mainly done with the mainline stuff. I did promise you guys that I would eventually get to the remakes, but for some reason, and also due to the fact that I got sick, I just didn't have the motivation to do those videos. But they will come out one way or another. I've also been working on something else, which will probably be released Sunday, maybe. So be on the lookout for that, because on the day that it is released, it will be released on my birthday, and hopefully nothing bad happens. Because the video I'm making, definitely a lot of stuff went into it. But I'll talk about that way more later. So what are we here with today? Today we finally have something very interesting. And that is DranDagger, which is the evolution to Dran Sword. Now, when I first heard about these evolutions, right? Hearing about these, DranDagger and Hell's Chains, or Hell's Chain, I think it's just Hell's Chain. Hell's Chain, I didn't expect we get evolution so quick into this generation. This is like only the 20th release, and yet we already have evolutions. And right off the bat, this looks great. The side profile actually works pretty well. Definitely, it reminds me of BitBeast vibes a little bit. Not so much as for Burst, where Burst, they like, depending on where the bay was facing, if you had a side profile, then your bay would be, I felt like your bay would be a lot more narrow, and if you had a full profile, then your bay would be a lot bigger. I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to get with that, but I think really it's just I'm liking these side profiles because initially all the bays were like usually like facing forward, and also I just think that with this like new-ish design, there's a lot that you could do with these prints, and honestly you could make some pretty cool stuff. Obviously for the remakes, they don't have this type of design. They obviously have the 3 prongs, to put the launcher in, but otherwise, yeah, we don't really get a whole lot of this. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking now because we just really gotta get into this, alright? I wanna get into this. I know you guys wanna get into this, so without further ado, let's just get right into this. Wow, that is low volume.
This is the brand new drawn upgrade, DranDagger.
DranDagger. Oh my god. It actually looks nice.
An evolution for this avatar. Main character is Beyblade. pretty cool stuff. If you guys are interested in this Beyblade, you do have to buy
Well, here, okay.
deck set.
When they say main character, right? I think a lot of people still believe that I think it's a fight when it comes to, you know, who gets revealed and who doesn't.
Are we going to see like 5-6 evolutions in one season or something?
In my opinion, I still think Bird is our protagonist, especially the fact with, like, you know, you take these episodes into account for the anime, and even the manga within of itself still probably says Bird is our protagonist. So there's that, but that's for another day.
Signature 6-blade design, okay? Color also looking really
Actually, the PG renders actually look nice.
It's gonna be pretty.
Like, they look better than what we originally got.
It's really flat.
Maybe it's because the anime finally, like, released, and, like, we actually have stuff for the anime now, so I don't know. It just looks better to me.
Like the gears, maybe we'll get a bit one day that has like only 5 gears or like 3 gears. Or
Wow,
something.
Rush looks interesting though. Rush does look interesting.
Too much about them since we've already gotten these parts before, but you are getting a green Shark Edge.
Which makes getting Shark Edge easier. I've heard that Shark Edge is tough to get.
Okay, size-wise, you know, it's not extremely different than the other.
I want to say it's only slightly bigger.
Here yet?
It's only slightly bigger, but even then, I think it's an okay size. Like, it's not too big and it's not too small.
A more like side profile of the dragon avatar.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're still called avatars.
Also,
In
it
the
shows
manga.
us the next release for December.
Cobalt Drake still being teased, and I don't know what that one is.
And,
That one's gonna be interesting.
Extreme Attack. Alright. So let's quickly go through the 2 random combos here. We have a Night Shield 580 with a tapered bit. So
Not
standard
bad.
Stuff. I do like
Pretty
tapered,
standard.
And purple is kind of cool looking in different combos. And Shark Edge is our second bay that you'll get 380, 3 protrusion points, 80 in height, and a flat tip.
Yo, a cool thing I
Not bad.
These 2 random bays, the green Shark Edge, purple Night Shield, you can actually find them in the anime. The episode where Multi reveals her bay case, her collection with Hell Sight and everything like that, you can spot these 2 bays in there. Just a small thing, but I thought it was pretty awesome.
That's kind of crazy when you think
Now
about it.
let's dive right into DranDagger.
That's crazy.
DranDagger has 6 blades instead of 3. So it's
Literally
basically
just
reminding
doubled.
Of the Ray Unicorno barrage mode. You know how that bay you could actually customize it. And make
Oh
it
my
easy
god,
to
I
use.
forgot about
DranDagger
you know,
is a
Corno's
6-point mode.
gimmick
So that type of shape
from
you're
what
gonna
was
see
it,
a lot
4D?
more broad
Yeah,
attacks
from the 4D
and
slash Metal
more
Fury
Drawn
season.
Sword is gonna specialize more in
Oh my
side
god.
attack, and then this right here, DranDagger, is pretty much specializes in barrage attacks. Now the 460.
I mean, it makes
160
sense with
is
all those
not
jagged
too special.
edges.
We do see that quite a bit, and the color is cool though, cause like that translucent white and blue.
460 ain't bad. Like, here's the thing, and this is my only issue when it comes to Beyblade X, is that all these bays look so nice, but once you use them, they get absolutely destroyed and wrecked.
Now the Rush bit, this is the brand new addition, brand new part that we're super excited about. Because this
Rush
is
doesn't look
designed
as
to
bad as
use
I thought it would.
Smaller teeth. So it's actually designed with the teeth being smaller and thinner, so that way it can
I just hope it doesn't break.
from the extreme line.
Like, that's just my main concern. Because with what I've seen of Beyblade X, I am so, like, when I see bits like these, or these gears, I don't know, it's always a thing where I think that, like, I really hope that it doesn't break. Because it looks like they get worn down. And also, I wonder, for anybody that has the stadiums, do the gear parts, the extreme line, does that wear out over time? I wonder.
Preserve the stamina a little bit better. We are starting to see multiple extreme dashes in a row during a battle in the anime, so it seems like we are headed in that direction. We're probably going to get more bits that will be more effective, more efficient with extreme dashes.
Another important fact.
I mean, they're definitely playing with the idea of the extreme line.
instead of 12. So regular Beyblade X bits, there's 12 teeth. That way you can ride along the extreme line really fast. But this 10 teeth design, in combination with the smaller teeth, is actually meant to slow it down a bit.
I guess,
It's usually really fast, so I can see why some players want to slow down a bit. Don't use all your energy in one go.
I guess we have to see it in action.
So it's nice to see them, bring out some new parts.
I guess we gotta just see it in action, personally.
So let's take a look.
All right, the weights.
DranDagger. Bay weighs
34?
34.6
Not bad.
grams. So that's just the blade itself. If we look at the blade of Drawn Sword, it's 35.10 grams. So Drawn Sword is actually heavier than DranDagger.
That's interesting.
Discrepancy
But then again,
with some mold design, so let us know how much yours weigh. If you look at the whole combo, Drawn Sword weighs 43.68.
then again, I feel like the early X-Bays definitely had a lot more metal compacted into their design.
See how it reacts. 3, 2, 1.
Ooh, okay. I mean, it ain't bad.
It still moves pretty fast.
It still moves fast.
Then you can still pack a punch.
You can still hit, that's for sure.
The multiplier, teeth multiplier is not really in action.
It doesn't really do much.
Some slower movements too. Not bad, not bad.
Doesn't I think this is just passive.
And then you're gonna use the.
I think they just made DranDagger passive. Oh, but it definitely hits hard. That's the thing. I think that's key, and it hits hard.
This combo's not that good. Got rocked. Yep. 3, 2, 1.
Ooh, okay. Good hits. Good hits. Nice. I mean, it came back, but
Yeah, the older guys.
all right. Recoil ain't there.
I honestly thought I was gonna lose again. 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, the recoil is just not there.
Oh, missed the extreme dash.
Yeah, but they definitely made DranDagger very passive compared to Dran Sword.
Drawn out battles.
I have no stamina left. I'm done.
Slower.
So yeah, Rush definitely has a lot more stamina than Flat does.
Rock attacks. There we go.
Ain't bad. It's not bad at all.
3, 2, 1.
All right, here we go. Up against a defense.
Defend.
Whoa.
Ooh. Okay. Okay. Good hits. Good hits. It still hits hard, even on low stamina, though.
Nice shield.
Which ain't that bad. But it still does not... It doesn't have a lot of stamina to survive.
Nice punch.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, it doesn't... I don't know. It's not using the extreme line as much as I thought it would.
Cool. Not touching and utilizing the extreme line as much, it seems like.
Yeah, I just... Okay. That's interesting. Alright, that was DranDagger. DranDagger. Final thoughts and opinions. I think DranDagger is definitely an interesting bay. Like, the 10, or, yeah, the 12, not 10, or is it 12? No, because the original Gears had 12, so this one has the 10. Alright, so the 10 gear bit definitely is very interesting to look at, and Rush within of itself as a new driver, it's not that bad, but definitely it does not utilize the extreme line as much as I thought it would, and in practice, you'd think it would be like, it would achieve the extreme dash a lot more easier. But in actuality, I think it only used the extreme line probably maybe once or twice, and probably only dashed maybe about like half of the time. So definitely I'd say Dran Sword is definitely a lot more useful if you want to utilize the extreme line / the extreme dash. As for this one, I think it's focusing on raw power rather than the gimmick aside. So I think it's really just focusing on the attack portion rather than utilizing the extreme dash gimmick from the extreme line. So honestly, not a bad bay. Definitely not a bad bay. But I guess you could say it's not really what I thought it would be. But certainly it is not a disappointment. So yeah, that's really all I've got for DranDagger. As for Hell's Chain, we definitely are getting that next, and I will definitely do a video on that. I'm not going to say anything as to who the protagonist is. I still believe that it is Bird being our protag, as it was kind of like promoted as. I'm gonna put in parentheses promoted because Dran Sword / DranDagger in general was kind of like the poster child for everything. But then again, if you really look at it, Hell's Scythe also got teased along with Dran Sword, but we ended up getting Dran Sword a lot earlier. But either way, you gotta have an attack type. I think Beyblade has solidified itself that if you're gonna reveal a new system, you're always going to want an attack type. But sometimes you will want to switch it up and go with a balance type. And that is what our main character Bird has. I'll talk more about it when Hell's Chain does get released. As for everything else, I got a video in the making that will get released soon. As for everything else, I don't know if I'm gonna go back and do Night Lance. I probably won't. Shark Edge, maybe. And as for the remakes, I'll see what I can do with those, because I'm still trying to figure out how I want to format and what I want to do for that. Because when it came to Burst, we definitely did get a few sets, so definitely I gotta look in and see what I want to react to. But otherwise, though, that's gonna do it for this video. Hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys think of DranDagger. Do you guys not like it? Do you guys like it? Let's chat in the comment section below. But with that out of the way, please like, comment, subscribe, do whatever you want, and I'll see you guys next video. Peace.